to I Want Your Bite, which is a Bachelor-style vampire game where everyone is vying for the vampire's attention to spend eternal life with them. Somehow our vampire forgot that
everyone is vying for the vampire's attention.
So sorry.
God damn it.
We're trying to redeem ourselves.
Right. So last week we had our introductions of everyone and a challenge, 2 challenges, both equally wild. The VOD of that you can find on this channel on Twitch, or you can find it on YouTube at Pantsless Tables. I'm gonna go around the table and have everyone introduce themselves. I'm Agent P. I use she, they pronouns. You can find me on Twitter at @theagentp_. I am an AP performer. You can catch me on the Misadventures League for the finale of our Kids on Brooms game. But yeah. Let's go, I guess, anti-clockwise, and we'll start with Adi.
Oh no. Yeah, right. I was like, wait, okay. Hello, peoples of the internet. I'm Adi MK. You can find me at Noonlight Creations on Instagram and audiobooks on YouTube. Because hey, my name's Adi and I read audiobooks. Looking forward to continuing the reality TV shenanigans and destroy certain people. But yeah.
All right. Okay, amazing. Victoria. I'm sorry, that's your character name.
It's me, Char. Hey, everyone. I'm Charlene Bear. I use she, they pronouns. I go by Char. On this stream, I am playing Victoria Davis, the showstopper. But otherwise, you can find me over on Tabletop Titties, where I GM our D&D 5th edition game, which is currently like a Jumanji-esque game that we're playing, homebrew campaign. And I'm super psyched to be here. And I don't want Lorelai to be mad at me. Let's be evil friends.
That's my shtick.
I would love to lie.
You're evil?
You never know. Char keeps us guessing. Victoria keeps us guessing. Mickey.
Hello, my name is Mickey. You can find me on Twitter at McKaylee Ringle and on YouTube as Mickey Dragon. Today, I am playing Dracania Whitaker, the sweetheart, and I'm just super excited to start playing with everybody. Hopefully we can become friends.
We'll see how Dracania's date ends first.
That's also a thing.
All right. VJ.
Hey everybody, my name is VJ. My pronouns are they, them, he, him, and something funny. And you can find me on Wednesdays over on the Starlight Tales channel, where I play a very gay somebody all the time. And also on Saturdays over on the Total Party Kiss channel, where we in fact are trying to get our whole party to kiss. So we'll see if that happens too. Outside of that, I'm a professional DM and TTRPG designer, and I'm VJH Creations everywhere on the internet, unless I'm VJH_creations.
All right. We got Victor up next.
Hello. As mentioned, my name is Victor. I use he, him pronouns, and I am playing as Nikola Stoyanovich the Eccentric in this lovely campaign that we are running. And I am extremely excited at the prospect of not having as much spotlight on myself today as I did last week with the date. So yeah, that's definitely happening. And also, I am an extremely unprofessional TTRPG creator. You can find me on Twitter, which is linked in chat probably. And yeah, I write things and draw things, and generally don't really go on actual plays outside of this one. So that's wacky. Anyway, yeah.
All right, amazing. And last but definitely not least, Tan Fighter.
Yes, hello. I am Dan Fighter. You can find me as Dan Fighter, mostly just on Discord, but Dan Fighter 117 on Instagram and Twitter. I like to do voices. Sometimes people like them, sometimes they find it unbearably annoying, but it's all good fun. And beyond that, I do actual play stuff, some D&D, TTRPG writing and whatnot, and mostly just exist here on the internet.
Ooh. All right, where did we leave our little gang of contestants?
The
Well,
Never
I-
Have I Ever game.
The Never Have. Shall we start with the Never Have I Ever game, or should we start with the date?
The Never Have I Ever game.
The date. Let's go with the date.
We ended with the
Time to turn
date.
on the red.
We
So
should
much
do a vote. Who wants it to start on the day?
No!
Oh, that's so sad for Mickey.
We'll start with the Never Have I Ever. We'll start with Nicola's turn, I guess. Who had turns already? Lorelai had a turn,
Mm-hmm.
and Junius had a turn. Okay, I will go with Nicola then.
Well, in that case, I'm attempting to blend in with the wall, so to speak. I'm not sure. I assume the others can see me because they've picked me out as the next victim of this. Can I like roll for stealth or something? Can I just like observe from the side?
I think. Did someone expressly go up to Nicola and have them join the? They
Yeah.
did.
Trevor and I
You're in the
did.
circle. You're in the circle, buddy boy.
Okay. I'm looking around trying to see if anyone can save me from this awkward situation that I found myself in.
Well, you look around. Everyone does seem to be participating in the game. There, even the producers look like we're not going to help you. You gotta play.
Well, in that case, he raises his glass. I guess he has a glass. What does he have a glass of?
What does Nicola drink?
I don't know. What is available?
Water, tepid water.
Yes, I am drinking tap water.
That's what I've got. That's what I've got from Nicola thus far.
Yeah, that's the vibe. That's the vibe. I am drinking tap water. Sure. So I raise my glass and say, never have I ever met a vampire before today.
Good question.
Interesting. Neither have I. Oh, quite a few of you have.
Ooh.
What a good story starter. We're the odd ones out, Nicola, it seems.
Interesting. Please remind me, is the host like someone you guys really do want to interact with?
Yes.
Or is gonna be a disembodied voice?
I want
I
to
will
interact
interact with
the
it either way.
Can the disembodied voice converse back?
Yeah, why not? It's a disembodied voice, but they can voice back. All right. So after Nicola, who would like to go next in the Never Have I Ever game? Oh, there's only 2 people that haven't gone.
Oh, then Victoria will raise her glass. She's still drinking bubbly champagne. Like it seems to never be empty. She keeps topping it up. And she says, "Never have I ever fallen in love at first sight." And she just like dagger stares Trevor and takes a sip.
Trevor also just
Tension rising in the villa tonight. what is Trevor going to follow that up with? Everyone would like to know.
Well, Trevor certainly forgot the initial question he was gonna ask. He looks a little like, just like looks around the room a little while he takes a sip. And he looks right back and says, "Never have I ever gone to bed with my door unlocked."
Suspicious question. I wonder whatever could he mean? Whatever could he be implying, audience? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I feel like Junius is just looking at like Lorelai with like a. You see this? You see this? Like
there's a slight bit of side eye, but otherwise, and a bit of a smirk, but like otherwise, Lorelai is not giving him Junius any attention at this moment.
Ooh.
So sorry, who drank for that? For keeping their bedrooms open? Oh.
Everybody drank!
Let's go!
Oh wait, did Victor? Did Victor? I don't know if Victor did. Or Nicola, sorry.
That will remain a mystery.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. So after one round of this game, we'll cut over to the date with Spike and Drakenia.
Yeah.
Yay!
Last time Drakenia had talked about her floral shop / cafe / place to where there's community enrichment programs, and just the sweetest spiel that ever could spiel. What does Spike have? Does Spike have any other questions for you? Drakenia has questions for Spike.
Drakenia does have a question for Spike, actually. So, Spike, in the time that I got accepted to the time that I finally met you, I had a lot of time to think about what you would be like and everything, and I was pretty spot on for most of it. But there is one thing that I was wondering, Spike, and her eyes shift from like innocent to very seductive. In terms of physical intimacy, are you a slow burn into a fiery fit of passion kind of guy? Or are you a spontaneous, I need to have you right here, right now kind of guy? And she's just going to stare at him.
Well, I have been around for a while, so I have had my fair share of relationships and companionship of sorts. There have been cases where it has been, a bit of a slow burn and just going with the flow and seeing where it takes us. But, and he leans in and looks at her. There have been cases, coincidentally, with cameras involved, where it has been hard and rough and quick. Maybe even on a table or against the wall. And he just maintains eye contact and continues eating.
Someone clip that.
I need a second.
Take the time. Like I feel like right after Spike says that, there's like it's just quiet in the room for a second, and it just quickly shifts over back to like the main room, and you hear our lovely disembodied voice. Did we name him? What did we name him? Rick? Dick?
Dick.
Richard. Yeah. Dick. You hear your lovely host / disembodied voice. Dick Richards was his name? Yeah.
Yeah, the surname was something ludicrous.
Okay.
But yeah.
You hear is like, oh well, we'll give them some time to sort things out. Back to the game happening in the main room. Back to the top of the turn order, unless anyone else has a question they want to get over with first. Well, after those last two suggestive.
Oh no. I like to take my time and let people have their line to play around with. So why don't y'all play around first?
Oh. Junius.
Pointed look over to Julius.
This is so recovering.
Me, the human guy DJ, am just and Junius is just watching those two. You know, I actually I'm gonna be honest. I completely lost my question. So I'm gonna go with the tried and true run. That fuck.
It's
No,
all
yeah.
right, darling. She'll reach out and just like pat Junius on the questionably, like, it's ambiguous where on the thigh she places her hand, but like, take your time, darling.
We're all just getting to know each other.
Yeah. I think there's like a little bit of like, because he does have his like his hair like kind of braided, like twisted down. It's like touching one of them, kind of absentmindedly. All right. Never ever been skinny dipping.
What a perfect question. Especially with the beach outside. I mean, who wouldn't love that?
Down's the shot.
I think he was explicitly looking at Lorelai for that one. Was like had it in his mind like, you've done this. I know you have. I actually like recently learned how to swim, so I haven't had the chance to strip down and give it a go yet.
Well, you'll be excited to know, Junius, next week or tomorrow. We will have some activity on the beach where who knows how much clothes will come off.
Good thing you learned how to swim. I haven't been skinny dipping myself either. So there are still firsts left for all of us, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
Does indeed.
Somehow I have trouble believing that, Victoria, darling.
With my line of work, you need to be careful about how you present yourself outside.
Oh, I see. Well, I do declare there's a lot to find out about you still. Okay.
Goodness. Lorelai, would you want to go next or have someone else go first?
I'm still cooking here, darling, so let somebody else go.
Victoria will look at Lorelai and say, "Never have I ever lied about my age."
Pointed stare back.
The implications.
and she will take a very business-like quick sip and then put it down.
You see Trevor thinks for a second and then just goes, takes a sip. And after the sip just looks over and goes, well, it was... I have claimed to be older in my youth to try and get into certain places, of course. Places
Thanks for the reminder. And I'll take a sip.
Around.
See, I knew you weren't all that innocent, darling.
I'm no Drax, that's for sure.
No, are we all reacting to Steve's comment?
No, I was reacting to Victoria. Oh, Steve's, oh my god.
Well, confessionals are going to be fun.
My goodness, yeah. We're gonna cut back to the date real quick.
So we just got back to a black screen at this point?
Yeah. They're fucking.
I do want to know, in the time that was between,
cuts back to a broken table.
Spike and Dracania. What do we cut to?
Oh, that's a great question. Spike, what do we cut to?
I think so. You cut back to the table. They're both still eating, still maintaining eye contact.
We're gonna continue it
But Spike is right-handed, right? But he's eating with his left hand, and his right hand is
Right hand is where?
under the table. No,
It's invisible right now.
I don't know. Where do you think it is?
That's how that works.
All right. Dracania asked the last question. Spike, do you have any other questions for Dracania? Anything that you might want to know? Anything you might want to sleuth out? Me putting the fear of God into Steve.
So, with all the wild energy and stuff, I bring the conversation back to the flower shop stuff, and very directly, pointedly, without even a hint of. I just. Yeah. So, what all do you grow at the flower shop? Is it just flowers and plants that you have back there, or do you have some other stuff? Like the green, the good. It's. I mean, I've heard that with the flower shop stuff and everything, it makes sense to grow other things, mostly of the certain variety to help with the business. Is that a thing that you do?
No, I personally don't grow or dispense the good, as you say. You want my full inventory? I have it in my room. I have, for my flower shop, I don't grow drugs. I mostly just grow flowers and vegetables and fruit. I have people that do, I guess. Do you want that?
I mean, it's not really like a thing that I need, but I just figured since you have a flower shop, I just wanted to know if that's the kind of thing that you are into. I was just curious. It wasn't like just because you have a flower shop doesn't mean you necessarily have to grow those things, right? I was just curious because
because of my attitude?
Not really. And he's trying to. You can feel like he's trying to choose his words very correctly, very very carefully. It's more like, I've heard that it helps you relax a little bit. You as in people in general. So I just wanted to know if that's like a thing that you grow or sell at the shop, because hey, fantasy worlds and getting high kind of sort of somewhere. I don't know where I was going with that, both as Steve and as Mike. But anyway.
Well, I can assure you that I'm sober. I drink a Shirley Temple. I don't really consume those substances. I choose to be like this. Anyway, no, you're okay. It's okay.
Anyway, so food's great, huh?
We come back. We come back to the Never Have I Ever game. And Trevor, why don't you give us another?
Oh, yes. Yes. I was too broken after that.
Oh man.
It's okay.
But yeah, no. At this point, Trevor, he's ended up sipping on quite a few of these questions, so he's a little buzzed, and just kind of like looks around, pours himself another glass. Never have I ever slept in front of a fireplace. And he's just like looking out towards the fireplace of this room.
There's one here. Woo. You are missing out. The warmth is something out of this world.
Well, if that's the case, maybe I'll have to try it sometime.
Interesting.
I wonder what Lorelai can say about that.
Lorelai does not take a drink. She's just, I have better places to do it. To dance the vertical sambo or the horizontal tango, darlings.
I've never heard of the vertical samba. Tell me more about this, Lorelai. I guess up against a wall would be fun.
I mean, that's certainly an option, Victoria, but it depends on how open-minded you can get with your imagination.
I can hear I thought other things would have had to be open.
Oh, that's a given. And she will actually raise her glass in a cheers to Victoria to that.
Has another swig.
I do have a question, though. I've kind of stumbled across it, if you will. Never have I ever had to use a toy to get into the picture. And then she will swivel the kind of like, whiskey in the glass and take a slow, languorous sip as her eyes go in a semicircle across the circle.
Oh. It just spices things up, darling.
Trevor takes a big sip and like not bashful at all. Just takes a sip.
And then she will look to Nikolai and just we haven't seen anything from you, darling.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of blending in, doing whatever everyone else is doing. Yeah, just kind of trying to hide, I guess. This is quite overwhelming, I think.
We could
Okay.
switch the game if this is something that feels a little too uncomfortable for you, Nicola.
What kind of a game would you like to play?
Anyway,
No.
Trevor, Mr. Trevor, I do ask that you consider rating yourself in. It's not the time, darling. It's not the time just yet.
Oh, was there something I did that needed to be reined in right now? I merely asked our friend here a genuine question. Not one that I demand an answer from, mind you. Just a question.
I think it was more the simmer that was attached to the question that made things a little hot under the certain collars.
It seems like you're the one who has to look under your own collar to see where the heat's coming from, then.
I don't have one, darling. There's no collar. It's like...
And actually, using the kind of general state of chaos, could Nicola try to like sneak outside? Actually, because everyone is like kind of arguing and stuff.
You can try.
Okay, what do I roll for that?
Just roll your normal 2d6, a flat 2d6.
Okay.
Do you have something special for stealth? You don't, right?
I do not.
Okay.
But considering that everyone else is quite engaged.
Engaged talking about you. I don't know how.
Yeah. Right?
Any Slavic lore you can use?
I don't know if I can use some Slavic lore to get away. But I get a 6. So.
Oh yeah, you try to leave and you immediately I would assume someone pulls you down.
No, it's Lorelai's fur store that just lassos Nicola and just like pulls him back. Oh, and we're not done with you just yet.
I didn't think you would literally rein in him, but...
Well, I don't usually concern myself with that. But I'm trying to be kind. I'm not.
Well, to be fair, maybe it would have been super apparent that he was like straight up like getting up and leaving. Maybe he was just kind of looking for, just kind of looking around, not like straight up got up and
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, Lorelai kind of stops you from leaving, and we're gonna cut one last time back to the date. How are things looking here?
So, like, through the whole last conversation, Dracania's just kind of been a bit wary.
Mm-hmm.
Spike, I guess I just kind of want to ask where that last question came from. I know you said that people enjoy it and everything, but this isn't the first time someone thought I was high.
First off, that's my bad. I shouldn't have assumed to start off with. It's just my experience with people has not been that great in the last however long I've been alive, And whenever I have met people who, or most of the people or not people that I have met have always been more like, I don't want to say it, but more like a certain, just angry, very untrustworthy, very not nice people. That's or pieces of shit, assholes who do what they want for their own gain and don't really care about anyone else around them, and all of that. And those people have, when they would get high, they would suddenly be very nice to me and to people around them because of the effects of the thing. And so my only experience with people who have been nice to me or to people around me has been people who have been high or when they have been high. So
Spike.
I just assumed that's what was happening here, and I wanted to be sure before anything else happens or anything else I would say. So, but also on the yeah, of course. I feel like if I want someone to be a part of my life or whatever, it's I gotta be honest. Like that's the bare minimum that people should get.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to imply that you were high. But I was genuinely curious about the whole redrawing thing because I've heard that it's a lucrative business and people make a fuck ton of money. And like I have been looking to invest because of like all of this money that I have, it's not mine. I was given it and I feel like I haven't earned it yet. So I'd rather just put it to good use and give it to people who can do something with it instead of just keeping it in a bank account and doing fuck all with it, So that was also, I was also genuinely curious about like if that could work as a thing. But it's like, because again, like I don't want to keep this and do nothing with it. Giving it to someone who can make something of it and build themselves up. I'd rather put it there instead of blowing it on and look straight at the camera on a 4-week or a 4-day or whatever the fuck long this thing is, game Bachelor fuck all thing. Anyway, yeah. So.
Well, if that is what you are looking for, I definitely do have business partners I can connect you to. But going back a little bit on how you've been treated, and she'll like reach for your hand and like hold it if it's okay with you. You deserve to be treated with respect and decency. And if I can do that for you, I will happily do that for you. But know that this is genuine, and I do want to be with you. I choose you. I came here for a reason.
I really appreciate that. That means a lot. It's taken years to get to this point where I feel like I can open myself up to new people and experiences in this, like outside of just feeding to survive kind of thing. Yeah.
Aww.
And he's gonna put his hand on top of yours.
And that's when like the date also ends. Like the producers are like, okay, time's up on the date, guys. Please go back to your respective rooms. We're done filming for tonight. And everyone's kind of led, even like the people in the main hall, they're like, okay guys, wrap it up, get back to your rooms and everything. And yeah, cameras go off, everyone goes back to their rooms. In the whole Never Have I Ever game end with your date, Spike, are there any points you would want to give any players? If so, DM me. Do not DM anyone else.
How many points do I have to give? 3 again?
Like anything that you want to give. I have no cutoff, but yeah.
Wait.
What?
I'm gonna have the chat closed off.
I'm sorry.
Oh
saw
no,
an
we lost
opportunity.
our DM.
Oh, that took me out of the voice call for a second.
My audio cut off.
Oh
Ooh.
my god.
Uh,
Oh my god. That was a bit. That was a bit.
Damn.
also, when the game ends, like that's where like the night goes to an end, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
So.
Do they have like these like from what I understand these kind of shows would have secret cameras and stuff
Oh,
like that, right?
absolutely, in all the rooms, every room, filming stops. Filming does not stop.
Oh, okay.
Can I find one in my room?
Yeah, it's there in everyone's rooms. You can.
Is it like hidden or is it very clearly there?
Not hidden. It's there. You know,
Okay.
even if it's like not, you can't see it on a first glance. You know that you are being filmed at all times.
Yeah.
So everyone.
Then I think a camera would have spotted Lorelai's door opening and her coming out in a bathrobe and going over to a certain room.
I fucking knew it.
Whose room?
There would have been like so she would have gone up to Junius's room.
Okay.
And knocked.
Junius in preparation was pretty certain this was going to happen. So opens the door. Not just like first off, pretty like has a whole routine he does with his hair. Has this like very nice bonnet he likes to put it in, like twist it from the like braids he puts his locks in, but has redone it, oiled it up, and not just oiled that up, but has oiled himself up, is in a very nice pair of silk boxers that he owns, and just that, opening the door.
Oh my, I hope I wasn't disturbing anything, Junius.
No.
Well,
I was waiting for you.
Oh, smart man. I did hear from the game that we played earlier that you haven't had much experience in swimming. So I thought I'd take you out to the beach and give you a few lessons, if you catch my meaning.
I think I'd love that. I'm always down for some practice.
Then she would just smirk and just have a hand out, waiting for him to take it.
I'll take it.
And then she would do no words. It would just be that that Instagram walk of the model in front of the photographer, and with the Jessica Rabbit hip sway the whole way. And then when we come to the beach, sorry, oh wait, you're muted. You're muted. Okay.
Before you go to the beach, I have a question. How far into the night is this? Like, give me a time.
I'd say 10-ish. Like, when did we close off?
Yeah.
I was you guys closed off at 10.
Okay, then 11.
Oh, an hour. So like people would still be up and like running by that time.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I got nothing to hide.
I would say you're able to get out of the house, but producers will stop you from going to the beach.
Oh,
Yeah, because that's a part that isn't super supervised and waters are choppy, and to ensure your safety, they're like, we can't, in good conscience, we cannot allow you to go to the beach.
There is a pool.
I'm going to call an audible and say there's a pool in this mansion for
There
sure.
is a pool. Yeah, there is a pool in the.
We confirmed last time there was a pool.
Yeah, last
there was
week
a pool.
was
Okay,
there was a
okay.
pool.
She would just give the producer the most like frosty look and just like, all right, fine. If you want to be a damper, we have other places to get
Hey, you're more
comfortable.
than welcome to use the pool.
Thank you for your permission, darling, but it wasn't required or necessary. And she just like walks, like to the pool, and she would look back to Junius, and she'd have a smirk and let go of the hand, and then there's just like it's a one string that's open as a silk string on the robe opens, and then she just moves her head, and then she is in her birthday suit as the moonlight glistens, and she just like looks back at Junius with a smirk and walks slowly in, turning around as the head kind of goes up to like the water level, and it's just eyes and like wet hair and like a little bit of a glint of moonlight in them as she looks up at Junius.
I think there's like a pause with a bit where he's just watching, just. I think I'm a little overdressed, and is going to just strip down out of his boxers and get in the water.
She would just have a very appreciative smirk on her face as she goes completely under the water. And I suppose the camera would pan to Junius walking into the pool.
Yeah, and then fade to black. It's fading to black. My roommate's like right over there also laughing.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Jesus, I'm getting hot.
Lord says you're welcome.
The fan. The fan.
It's hot in here. It's just me.
It's hot for me, and I'm in a tank top. How long do they spend in the pool? That's the only question I'm gonna ask. Just give me a time.
For the skin.
I'm gonna leave that to Lorelai because Junius has stamina for days, so that is up to our friend here.
Then it would be the wee hours of morning.
How wee?
So we started at 11, right? So let's say 3 o'clock, 3 or 4 o'clock. Mm-hmm.
As you guys head inside, you are ushered to another section of the mansion. It's essentially like the ballroom, which is on like the first floor. Or first? Yeah, first floor, whatever. And as you guys are ushered there, you see everyone else is also gathered there. And the host, you hear Dick Richards.
I thought we heard Dick in the last scene.
No. You hear Dick Richards over like the speakers or wherever he's speaking from, being like, "Welcome, contestants, to the nighttime obstacle relay course. Please divide yourselves into teams of 2. Oh, no, sorry, my mistake. Lorelai and Junius are captains of the two teams.
You're
your
fading
voice
out.
fully died.
Hello?
Oh, it's
There
back.
you are.
Oh, okay. Lorelai and Junius are your team captains. Lorelai and Junius, you may pick your teammates.
Oh, oh my! And then
Also,
she'd kind of look to
we're
Junius.
being,
Sorry, go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, just like we've been gathered here. Do we see these two coming in from the pool?
Oh yeah. It's like shown on like a monitor for you guys. Like, no,
Wait,
they're
what is
they're,
shown
like,
on the
sneaking-
monitor?
They're sneaking in. And all of you are kind of told like, "Hey, Lorelai and Junius will be late. Just wait for them." And then you see it on like the monitor, so you're in the know. Like they definitely they did some stuff.
They boinked.
They definitely did the hint.
They did the vertical. What was it?
the vertical
Samba.
Oh, it was a whole dance performance, darlings.
They did the under the sea. So yeah, Lorelai and Junius.
We walk up.
Oh, I think
Go ahead.
I think right here would be a good time to take a break.
Ooh.
Oh,
Right before you guys choose teams and get on with the obstacle course.
all right.
Gotta think who wants me. Just kidding.
Who wants you, Virginia? The correct answer is everyone.
The correct.
We're back.
Hi.
If people are joining after the break, we just had Lorelai and Junius have a steamy night in the pool. But when they came back to the villa, they were led upstairs and were ambushed by the other housemates and the producers. And now they must pick their two teams to compete in a obstacle course relay in the dark.
I have a very important question before we get into the thing.
Absolutely.
Are we still wearing what we were initially wearing when we went to the pool? Okay, cool.
Everyone's in their pajamas.
Cool. Okay.
If anyone has like special pajamas they would like to describe, now would be the time.
Trevor is wearing very like finely made like black like PJ like pajamas, but he is straight up just shirtless, and you see there are a bunch of just in your face muscles with some like tattoos around like the shoulder.
Victoria's in like a cotton two-piece tank top with thin straps and like some short shorts on. They're like a dark navy, almost black in tone. But like kind of cozy cute. Yeah.
Cozy cute.
Yeah, Dracania, she is in a two-piece, but it's like one of those like button-up sets. And so it's like nice and like, I think it's like a mint. It's like a nice silk mint two-piece set that she's got. So little shorts and her button-up top and bunny slippers.
Yes, I was rooting for the slippers.
So I guess now would be my turn too. So as per usual, Nikolai is looking like he just stumbled out of Gothic literature. Like he's wearing this like flowy, like periody like shirt. You know what I mean? Like the white. Yeah. So that's I guess what he's wearing.
All right.
Lorelai is still in her scarlet red silk bathrobe that is quite. I'm gonna say it's not slight, but it's not even translucent, but it's like somewhere there, and it goes to mid thigh.
Silk boxers. They're black. Black silky boxers with like just very like pale patterns on them. Barely can tell.
I think Spike is wearing like a velvet red robe, which has black lining around the edges, and it's tied around his waist, but it's basically open. Like you can see his pale-ish chest with surprisingly, he does have hair, so you're not sure how vampire physics works. Maybe biology works. I mean, not physics. Maybe he had hair when he was turned. Maybe he just grows. You no fucking idea. And he's got shoes on for some reason. Shoes and socks. He's wearing. And he looks. He's just sitting off to the side and he's staring off into the distance before he turns to look at all the contestants and smiles and waves and just he looks like something seems off, like he's not himself. He just is staring off blankly. Before you start, he's gonna Lorelai, you mentioned you were wearing just a robe, right? So he's gonna go up to one of the producers and just whisper something in their ear and just be like, if you're planning to make them run, I don't know if people can run in a robe, so maybe just give her an option to change if she wants to, like, to make it fair for all of them. It's I feel like, it's I know they had a good time, but like you shouldn't punish them for that.
The producer kind of looks at you. It's like, well, it's their pajamas. It's whatever they're comfortable in, and this relay isn't. VJ, we can't hear you. Oh, okay.
Commentary just for themselves.
Yeah, the producers are like, well, they would have worn these pajamas regardless, and the relay isn't super dangerous or anything.
Okay, fair. You guys know what you're doing better. I'm gonna stay out of here. And he's just gonna sit back and still have the blank expression on his face and just.
Oh.
Lorelai, by the way, looks perfectly at ease. Absolutely.
Bet she's pretty happy.
It was a decent night.
All right, so that brings us back to the thing at hand, which is Junius and Lorelai have to pick out teams.
As soon as it's like, as soon as it is made known that it's a team thing, like Junius's like whole demeanor has shifted. It's very much just like go ready, locked and loaded. Like the look, like he gives Lorelai like one final like kind of like it was a good time look, and then it just changes to like you're going down. This is over. But very much in not in like that, like not that like weird kind of like over competitive or like God you're annoying, but like a more camaraderie-ish than that, but still very much like this is on and you're gonna lose.
She's going to have a smirk on her face as she reaches up to pat Junius on the cheek, and oh, that's cute that you think you have a chance, darling. And then she'll sway away.
Ooh, all right. I think I'm gonna have Junius pick first.
Okay.
I need to write these things down. Hold on. Okay.
All right, so it's just looking out at everybody. Weighing some things, weighing the past God word, weighing like the past challenge. And is it like I pick one, Lorelai picks one? Okay.
Yeah.
His first pick is going to be Victoria.
Yes.
Victoria
A
picks.
winning choice as I approach Junius.
That's a good pick.
All right, Lorelai.
I think I'm gonna go with Resident Sweetheart and Dracania. Come on over here, darling.
Yay! And she'll just like skip over there.
Yes.
I think it's very clear that Junius was hoping that wasn't going to be Lorelei's pick because that was it's like
oh my goodness, everybody wants me.
Yes.
I mean, you chose your rook or cleric, darling. I chose my queen. It's up to you.
Ooh.
Whatever.
Okay. Who's it gonna be? Trevor.
Walk on over.
The obvious choice.
I give you like a smile nod.
All right.
Well, then my last choice is not. It's not somebody that's. I have to pick. I was gonna pick Nicola anyway, so you come on over here.
Nicholas having another one of those like, God, this is just like middle school moments where he's like, "Oh, okay, I see." He comes over to the team.
I'm glad you're on our team.
Oh. All right. So, after you guys pick the teams, you hear Dick go, "All right, with the teams chosen, we now proceed to the obstacle relay course at night." Yes. Yes.
Wait.
Want
We
to get
need
a
to hear that.
reaction out of my roommate from that, and I did, and I'm happy.
Is that like a typical Bachelor thing?
No, it's a SpongeBob thing.
Oh.
Yes. Taking the trash out at night. Obstacle relay course at night. All right. You hear like a sound blare off, and each of you are kind of positioned at like different points in the room, and you start off. I need everyone to roll their 2d6s, and any plus ones that they want to add on.
Brawl would work for this since it's an obstacle course.
Yeah.
Right.
Anything that you want to add on? I'm going to remind any hunters here can add a +1 to like their physical this thing, because this is a physical challenge.
So who's adding the +1, guys?
Okay.
Well, I also have a
Just
special
no one,
ability.
I just say that to like to just put the fear of God in Steve again.
Should have been a hunter. Like, can you imagine a hunter like athlete just geeked out right now?
I love that.
I got a 14.
Okay.
Brawl's my stat.
Wow.
Brawl is okay. I mean, you're not fighting with anyone.
Yeah, but last time you said that, right? Like using Brawl for essentially like brute strength.
That's because you were going against someone specifically. You were like, I want to get this out of Lorelei's this thing.
I see.
Also,
if
for
I
people.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, continue.
No, go for it.
Okay. So, Lorelei and Nicola, if you like want Draconia's help, I do have a +1 that I can give you. Do any of you want that?
I can go for that, sure.
Yeah.
Perfect. You have a +1. Also, I got a 5.
Oh.
So did I.
At least we're matched.
Oh man.
I've got an 8.
Got an 8.
If I'm not adding my Brawl, I have an 11.
Okay, and then BJ?
14.
Holy shit.
Oh, we're gonna
I mean,
lose.
athlete makes sense. Victor?
Yeah, so I rolled a 10 without any bonuses, and then I'm adding my parkour +2 and possibly the +1 from from the help.
Aha! And with that +1, because it's a succeed roll, I get a succeed roll.
Nice.
Ha!
Oh, so so this
We
is
love
a
teamwork on the
success.
stream.
And then what's the total you get, Victor?
That's I don't know how to count. 13.
13. Holy shit. Okay, so this is a success, just like a general success, not like a big success, right, Mickey? For you?
Yeah, it just says, it says they succeed, add your score, add it to your score as well. So technically I would also get a 13. I think.
Okay, so that's fine. Let's see. Holy shit. Okay.
Technically, this would count as the next day, right?
Technically, yeah.
Wait, this counts as the next day?
To choose your words carefully. That smirk is dangerous.
No.
Okay.
God damn it! Okay,
Hey, if
fine.
you're getting it next day, I'm getting it next day.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the relay course, yeah, Lorelai's team somehow, I think with the help of Dracania, because she's just so helpful. She's like, you're the cheerleader. She's kind of, I would like to imagine that she was the first one to go, and so she did well, and then she did like okay, and then she just cheered and like bolstered her teammates a lot. So her teammates had like this thing of like, let's go. And Lorelai's team ends up winning. So everyone in that team gets 2 points. And Junius's team also, like, you guys it's like neck and neck almost. It was at the end, it was literally just Lorelai versus Junius. And Lorelai just managed to just
Well,
think,
it's thematic because I came on top last time as well.
okay.
I was gonna say I think Victoria was second to go, and when Trevor hands her the baton or whatever, we're like passing between the relay race, she just like hesitates as their hands touch for like 5 seconds,
Yes!
and then she's like, I have to run, and then so Junius was like shot in the foot by the delay, and just couldn't catch up.
And ever graceful, not a swole sport. You won this time. We'll see about the next time. And then like goes to his 2 teammates. All right, y'all did a great job. Appreciate all the hard work that you did. We didn't get it this time. Next time it'll be fine. All right.
Let's go.
I'll go up to Dracania and give her a very fond pat on the cheek. That was well done, darling. I'm proud of you. And you're all sorts of good girl right now.
Hey yo.
We'll turn to Nicola and just give him a very gracious little polite head bow.
God, she hates me so much, like for real.
Oh, good lord. Okay.
I think I just malfunctioned for a second.
Fair. Totally fair. So after the race, everyone is kind of herded into a room to have like a very early breakfast. It's like 6 a.m. at this time. Or like 5, I would say 5 a.m. You guys are told to have breakfast and then finally are able to retire to your rooms to sleep because Spike is a vampire and they need to sleep during the day, I would assume.
Okay.
So that is where day 1 kind of ends. Does anything else happen?
Dracania's knocked out. She is
Good.
fully
You're
asleep.
gonna say
Good
knocked
for
out.
her. She deserves it.
Yeah.
Oh my.
She took being a plant too literally, and now she's asexual.
Oh.
So this might be a surprising turn of events, but I would actually like to leave my room.
Oh.
If it's a possibility, because I haven't really seen anything outside of the place we've been.
You can
So I like to
absolutely
explore a
leave your
little.
room.
Great.
Where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
I don't know, just kind of
Floor?
I guess. Yeah, let's go to like the bottom floor, right, and see what's in there outside of the stuff that I've already seen. Like I don't know what kind of rooms there are. If there are any rooms that like we don't have access to.
If you go back to the ballroom specifically, because that kind of does span pretty much the entire floor, you'll see that the crew is like slowly cleaning up the obstacle course, putting stuff back, like lugging everything back into like a storage facility or storage container that's downstairs somewhere.
Does the vampire have some kind of like secret basement or something like that? Where does
you did? You kind of that's where you started. You started in the basement, which was modified to be an escape room for the show.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Are there any other floors, like higher floors or stuff?
Yeah,
like,
there is.
Where is the pool? Like,
one
is it
floor
outside?
higher. I have a question. Spike, would your room rather be highest up or lowest down?
I think highest up, but also if Nicola did go to the basement, he would probably see Spike there. Spike is testing out the hallowed ground that Nicola found, and he's just like putting one foot in it, and then fuck that burns, and then a step back, and then put a finger, and then fuck that burns too. What the fuck is this?
The opposite corner should be safe, by the way. Anyway, that's interesting. So I guess I observe whatever that is as I'm on, in the basement. But then, I guess if there's nothing worth noting, then I guess I return to the like first floor.
All right. Okay. Right. You return back to the first floor, back to your room.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to do anything else?
I mean,
what time would you have come? Would you have come back?
I don't know, actually. Like, if it was 5 a.m. when we first got to our rooms, I guess it's like 6 a.m. maybe. Like, it wouldn't have taken too long.
Okay. I'd say I'd say at that point, because of the Lorelai's door is open, by the way. So, but you would have heard a hacking, wet cough coming from Lorelai's room.
Oh wow! Twist? Is this a twist?
Is this Moulin Rouge?
It's just Gollum.
Also, Trevor would have just left his door unlocked and just gone and lied down for now.
I think that Nicola would, on his way back to his room, see that Victoria's room is left open and she's not in there.
Very interesting. Worth noting, I guess. I returned to my room without doing anything else, but yes, I'm keeping all this in mind.
Oh, and the producers would see that at one point, Trevor just chucks a t-shirt at the camera in the room.
Oh, that's a
aiming
lot more
or like
wholesome.
is it
What?
aiming to like stay on the camera?
I mean,
Or is you're just like chucking it in the direction and it's just
it gets chucked in the direction. If it ends up covering the camera, it's up to the camera.
It kind of like flops.
The camera.
But yeah. Is Nicola gonna investigate Lorelai's hacking wet cough?
I guess I could, but I also wouldn't want to be like noticed doing some like weird, suspicious, oh, what are you doing? That kind of thing. Like, I guess if I can discreetly, like, just, I don't know, just glance into the room without like catching too much attention, I guess.
Could you roll
That
a
would be
flat
nice.
d6? See if you could do that.
2d6, right? Without any bonus. Okay,
Ooh, that dice ASMR.
that's a 5. So
You you go in, and as you try to slowly see the door, like the amount of WD-40 this door needs does not exist in this world. It creaks open. It's not even like a it's it's like a grating creak.
Then, in that context, I think what Nicola would see would be Lorelai quickly wiping her face, and then some cloth goes directly behind her back, and then in a boss bitch mode of just cold fury will come stamping up to Nikolai and then just go, "You did not see anything."
Are you gonna use something?
I will actually, you know what? I will do a gaslight because I'll be just
Yes.
like, I know you've got some good press, but don't make me think otherwise.
Could you roll
I'll-
for gaslight?
that is a 10 total.
Total of 10. Nicola, you don't notice I mean when Lorelai says you didn't see anything, you kind of question yourself as to like, oh, maybe she's just probably sick and she wants to hide that from the producers, and that's all you kind of gauge from that, and that's why she,
I do have
you're
some
like, okay.
expertise that I think might be useful in this circumstance because one of my special interests is actually herbalism. So maybe I could figure out what's going on, and if there is a way to like help her, maybe I don't know. I know
Lorelai allows you to help her, you could, but that's something that you'd have to ask Lorelai.
so I wouldn't be able to like recognize what she's dealing with, right? Okay.
I'm going to roll a 2d6 for myself in that moment.
Go for it.
Let me see. I rolled a 4. So you would have definitely noticed a smear of blood on her lips, like on her mouth.
Okay. Do I know what that could be, or is it just like she's just dying in general?
Eloquent shrug.
Okay. Wow. I don't know if I have anything that could help in this situation, honestly, or just like help me figure out what's going on there.
If it's just confusion and just like Lorelai would have very firmly, but not like get the hell out, would have just firmly pushed you out of the room, and the door would have closed.
I go out of the room. This has been quite awkward. I guess I return to my room.
I wonder if because of this, if Nicola like ever comes out of his room in the coming nights. He'll be like, I had a horrible
Too much
time
shit
last time."
happens.
Title once was not a good time. I'ma stay in my room.
No, I actually think I learned things, so it wasn't that bad of an experience. I have some interesting information now, I guess. Unless that was filmed and everyone else knows this too already.
I mean, it's filmed for the audience.
But not for us. Bum bum bum.
So everyone else but us knows.
So you have the edge.
All right. After a good morning's rest, a good day's rest.
Oh, sorry. As you go to sleep, most of you who are awake will probably hear a lot of creaking from upstairs. Sounds like someone pacing back and forth. And before finally settling down, and still, even then, like after the pacing stops, you still hear creaking. Before Spike finally gets some sleep.
Steve, this isn't part of the game mechanic, but I'm gonna do it anyway, just because I like making you anxious. Can you roll a 2d6 for me?
Are you trying to see if someone tries to spike in the middle of the night?
No, I'm giving you a chance. So you roll 2d6 and you
Oh
tell
my gosh. That was the least kind gesture I've
I
ever
am
seen.
giving you a chance.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a 6. Or a 6.
I want you to DM me the name of a character who you would want to do an insight check on.
I wonder if we're gonna do like confessionals in the morning about what happened yesterday.
Oh,
Absolutely.
a loaded confession.
So it's just like,
It's just gonna be downtime, and then you all are discussing in downtime, and then also cutting to
I
confession.
love that. Perfect.
Steve, Spike, they don't mean any harm.
But based on that roll, do I know if what you're saying is correct or not? That was a shitty roll.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think of my words. You kind of, so I would say that you're the person telling you this is Dick, and
Oh, for flavor, can I just Spike is upstairs? The creaking that you hear, that's Spike has pushed Dick to the wall, grabbed his collar, and he's like, "Who the fuck is here to kill me? What the fuck is going on?"
well, according to like who you selected, I'm not gonna tell anyone who you selected. It's
The suspense is killing me.
But Dick, like you will kind of like whisper to Dick who you would want at this thing, and Dick kind of says, "Oh yeah, no, it's not them.
It's not them."
So it is someone.
Top of the line.
Fuck.
They don't mean any harm at all. What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
So which one does? Fucking.
No one does. I told you our vetting process is top of the line.
There's no cameras here. You don't have to lie to me right now. Am I in danger?
Why would I lie to you? Why would I lie to you and risk jeopardizing the future of this beautiful show?
Because it would make for excellent TV to see a vampire staked on television. What the fuck, bro? Like, I'm not even in this industry and I know this shit.
You are our star. Why would we want to kill our star?
Roll an insight check on Dick.
Dick will always win that.
It's like a 99. Yep.
If I die, I'm coming back to Tony. And then he kicks him out of his room.
When you do, Dick is like, 99 and don't let the bed bugs bite. Leave.
I hate him. I hate him so much.
I love Dick.
No, this is Spike talking, not Steve. Steve loves him, but Spike despises Dick right now. So
Spike despises Dick right now.
that's a clip.
Some contestants lose their odds completely.
All right. It's the next morning. I'm gonna say you guys have like a nice Loner? What's in between lunch and dinner?
Linner?
Lunner?
Supper,
Upper,
luncheon.
Dinch.
Dinch. Yes.
Dinch is the one. You
What
guys,
about second lunch?
no. Leave.
Copyright infringement, bro.
You guys gather around for a nice dinch. And start talking about the happenings of the previous night. Everyone's kind of looking at Lorelai and Junius, to be honest. Everyone's curious.
Trevor isn't. Trevor's mostly just having his dinch and looking over at Victoria.
Who would be most curious about what happened between Lorelai and this? I'm gonna cut to Dracania's confessional.
They came out of the pool area? Very easy place to get wet in there. And it'll end.
Ooh. Would anyone say something to their face?
Dracania would.
Oh, facts. Go for it.
Lorelai, how was your night last night?
I mean, other than winning and getting on top, it was all right.
Did you get on top of anything else?
Many, many, many times, darling.
Yeah.
The clapping.
She'd at the clapping, she'd just give a little air kiss in Dracania's direction.
Yeah.
I think through that whole little thing that was happening, Junius is just like smirking slightly and just eating his food.
Yeah, I think Spike's gonna try to get his attention. So, you had a good night, huh?
Oh, I think like the smirk, like there's like a panicked moment. It's like, yes,
Yes, Junius. Did you have a good time?
I'm gonna. Who's having the most fun in this awkwardness?
You think I am?
No.
At this point, Trevor's just watching and enjoying this.
Okay, I'm gonna cut to Trevor's confessional then. Trevor, give us your thoughts on this entire situation right now. What's happening?
You see, when he sits down for the confession, he kind of seems distracted. But he kind of just goes, looks like people had quite a bit of fun outside of the games last night. And he kind of like trails off and he goes, nothing against it, really, after all, as long as they're having fun. Oh, we do put a stop to such things. And he just goes, he kind of like leans closer to the camera and he just kind of goes, has anyone else been in the confessional yet? Did they have anything to say beyond that situation?
It's just gonna cut and come back to the
Yeah. It's like the first time in a confessional you've seen him like a little like concerned, like, oh, by the way.
But yeah, Spike asked Junius a question.
And Lorelai is just like gently tugging on the cigarette holder. She like gives you a look.
Yes, I had a good night. Did you have a good time on your date?
He's gonna turn to look to Dracania and well, yeah, it was a bit. I kind of fucked up in the middle, but I think it ended well. But it's not about me. So you had a good night, and he looks at Lorelai. You had a good night. I think there was a malfunction with one of Trevor's cameras, so I don't know if he had a good night. But
I had a pretty nice night.
Yes, he does seem like he can take care of himself just fine. Though I'm not sure if it was just by himself.
I feel like if you're in a house with 6 attractive people, why would you take care of yourself? You know?
There was stuff happening last night. I was asleep.
I think that should be a confession.
Oh,
Just that.
Dracania,
That's
darling.
content.
You're just too cute, darling.
Oh.
I was just tired.
What are you talking about? You were there for the relay race. Lots of activity last night. Your team won.
It's true.
Yeah, I think you won in other areas.
I don't know what you mean.
It was a
Confession.
beautiful
I wanna-
night.
Victoria's.
Really.
I want to cut to Victoria's confessional.
My camera keeps going like yellow. Okay, there we go. Victoria's confessional, in her past confessional, she's kind of been like very high energy and like sassy, and so this confessional is quite different, and she's speaking a bit quieter. Everyone's here to get to know Steve and perhaps find the Spike, sorry,
Spike.
and that vampire bite, but I don't know if that's why I'm here anymore. I'm certainly having a nice time. We'll see where this adventure takes me.
I'm gonna cut to Trevor's confessional, like back to like when it's like, oh, was I the first one? You're gonna hear like a producer be like, how are you finding it in the house? How are you like? How do you like it getting to know the other contestants?
You see, his face kind of twitches when his question got ignored, essentially. And, just goes, oh, we certainly have all sorts of interesting people in this house right now, don't we? And now that we've had a few challenges and a few moments, it's given us a bit of time to know at least a few people better than others.
Would you like to say who?
Kind of like looks at the camera and goes, well, there are a few people that stand out more than others, certainly. And that is what brings me to my question once again. Has there been any other confessional yet? And have they talked about anything besides the main attraction of the evening?
It cuts. Back
And if anyone's like outside like the confessional area or whatever, at some point they just hear like whenever Trevor had gone in there, they just hear like a bang as he like hit a wall or something in frustration.
It just cuts back to Dinge. Right. As does anyone have anything else they would like to say?
I don't know if how much is true about you not being the main deal, Mr. Spike, because it's most certainly about you, because all of us are here at the end of the day to get to know you better. Well, in that sense, you've gone on 2 dates thus far. I'm curious, who do you think you're going to go on your next date with?
Good question.
Good answer.
Good answer. Good question.
Funny you ask. I was actually about to make a decision, so that's perfect timing. You're here. I'm here. You had a good night. I had a good night. You want to go for a walk somewhere? I don't know. I don't know what the plan is of this date.
Is
Fuck
it
it.
Lorelai?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also had one question for Spike before
Okay.
we would leave.
Yeah, go
When he says, oh, you had a good night, I had a good night, kind of like just turn and ask, like, did you though? I could have sworn I heard some things in the middle of the night. One would think someone with your proclivities would be well asleep in those hours, or be up and about outside somewhere. Unless, of course, there's someone other than us within this house.
Well, this house does have its secrets. And I have been here for only a month, but I visited before. And there probably is a ghost or two running around. I don't know if ghosts are real, really, but like if vampires are real, it's possible ghosts are real too, right? It's
One would think you would know.
right.
I kind of smile.
You would think that I would be well versed in the supernatural, but I have no fucking idea. I don't even know werewolves are real. Like, and werewolves are supposed to be like the biggest, enemy for vampires. So like, but if vampires are real, I'm assuming werewolves are real too. But like, this is not Twilight, so fuck, I don't know.
Dracadia's gonna cut into a confessional.
Yeah. Honestly, you guys cut into confessionals whenever you want. Best.
It's like a ghost film. We just cut to a monologue and
And it's gonna end.
It just goes and then it just goes back.
Yeah.
But yeah, to answer your question, I did spend the night alone, as I do most nights, or day, morning, whatever you want to call it. But I guess that's why we're here, right? If I had someone to spend the night with, we wouldn't be doing this fuck all show, would we? And he looks directly at the camera when he says fuck all show.
I kind of look past that and just go, so you were alone, but it seems like you were pacing or anxious. I heard noises. I simply thought,
you know what? How about you come to my room tonight and I'll tell you what the noises were all about. And maybe even show you what the noises were all about.
Whoa.
Trevor just goes fully blank face processing for a moment. And he just looks back and goes, well, whatever gets me an answer, I suppose. And he kind of very slowly just looks over to Victoria, just gives her a look
She got up and left.
Oh. I think with that,
Lorelai confessional.
Oh,
Lorelai
go for it. Yes.
Does it have one also? But yeah.
This would be, around the time that Trevor finished his statement. And it's just, it's just, I thought he was just a bunch of muscles walking around parading as a man, but it's confirmed that he's a man because he's rude as hell as well.
Holy shit. I love that.
Lorelai called Trevor a man.
Oof!
Man derogatory.
Man derogatory.
It straight up cuts to Trevor after the walk away. No, it just cuts to him. He's not sitting in front of the confessional thing. He is straight up just facing the wall of the confessional room with both his hands leaning slumped against it. And there's a pause, and then he just goes, I don't know what is happening anymore. And that's it. Cuts from that.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say Lorelai and Spike go on their promenade in their afternoon promenade. Their in-house promenade because the sun is up.
Well, we can always take a walk, or there's always a nice way to getting to know one another, Mr. Spike, and that's on a game. In a manner such as this, I'd imagine you'd have a billiards table or a pool table around. Would you like to play?
I'm gonna be honest, I have never played in before, but fuck it, sure, why not?
I'm gonna
I'm done.
say that production couldn't find a pool table, but
Oh,
but
okay. But
they found a foosball table.
foosball table.
They found a foosball table.
Oh, it's a little basic for my tastes, but
Can I
we
retcon
can
that?
do
I want to
that.
retcon that. I found a better, sillier. That's not silly. It's still it's
Okay.
pretty competitive. I think Lorelai would. It's air hockey. They have an air hockey table.
Ooh.
Okay, air hockey table instead of a pool table in an old vampire's house. As soon as like production lets Lorelai know, Lorelai is just like, "Oh, that's how quaint," and yeah, we just kind of look to Spike and it's like, I'm in the spirit of things. I suppose we could play some air hockey."
Look, I want to make this very clear. This is not my table. They probably bought it off the arcade, right? I don't own. Like, I do like playing games, but I don't own this.
She'd just like seeing that over explanation starting, like Lorelai is just going to walk up and just place a gentle palm on Spike's chest and go, "Hush, hush, no, you're fine. I'm judging the people who brought the air hockey table for sure, but." Then she just kind of gives you a bit of a smirk. "I haven't got to judging you just yet. But given what I've seen thus far, Mr. Spike, I do expect to be pleasantly surprised." And then be a last little pat on the chest.
Well, I've never had any complaints so far. So.
Now that's encouraging.
Shall
we?
Okay. Once you guys start the game, it's just a little. They're just gonna show a little bit of you guys playing, and it's gonna cut back to the main hall where everyone is gathered. What are y'all doing? Are you still? Are everyone's like kind of finishing up food and whatnot, and has kind of like come back from upstairs? They're a little decked out for whatever is gonna happen tonight.
How much time has passed?
I think like an hour and a half, maybe 2.
Okay.
At some point, like after dinch, Trevor would have gone and just like slipped a little note under Victoria's door.
What does it say?
And I have DM'd that to Victoria.
Ooh, okay.
I think
Hey,
Victoria
but the cameras,
was like,
the cameras see all. The
camera
see
saw
all.
a note being
The
slipped.
camera saw, I agree with this. The camera saw a note, and Victoria read that note. The cameras don't know what the note said.
Oh, okay.
And after like all of that, wherever they would want us to gather, he would go there. Otherwise, if we have a bit of a free reign, he would go looking, probably.
Yeah, I would say that production would want you to gather in the same place again. But yes. Now we're back in downtime, so you guys can free reign, talk to one another, and stuff like that.
I think Junius is gonna talk to Dracania.
Ooh.
Hi.
Yeah.
Can I make you a drink?
Sure.
Do you drink?
Only when I'm sad. So make me a double.
Oh no!
It's gonna it's gonna make something strong but fruity. I the human
Cuts
gave
to
BJ.
Trevor and
Oh
confession.
wait.
Jesus.
It's gonna be pineapple Bacardi, and the chaser is gonna be cranberry mango juice.
Ooh,
I want
that sounds
that.
delicious.
It's so delicious. It was my go-to in college.
It's a pineapple Bacardi.
There's a pineapple Bacardi. There's also a mango Bacardi. Okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
Write that
Back
down.
on
Write that
topic.
down.
It's gonna make
I
it's
get
gonna
one of
make
these
that.
too. It looks so lovely.
Oh yeah. We'll make 3 and looks at anybody else want one while I'm doing it?
You see Dick raise a hand.
Makes a 4th, hands it to Dick.
I would say make one for Trevor, but I believe he would prefer this. And Victoria will pour whiskey on the rocks for him.
You see, after Ditch, like Trevor's been kind of quiet and observing for the most part, but like as the drink gets poured, kind of like just looks up and gives a smile.
It just kind of like turns to Dracania. Wait, what's wrong?
The date just kind of was. It started out really, really nice, and then I don't know what happened. And she'll take like a big swig of both.
Yeah, no. Spike did mention to me that he thought maybe he'd messed up part of that.
I think it might have been on both of our part. I still really, really like him. I don't know. Anyway, how is downtime?
We played a game. We played Never Have I Ever.
Oh, that's always fun.
Yeah, that was entertaining. Nothing else particularly eventful happened besides that.
Do we have the footage of that?
Yeah, we definitely have the footage of that, of course, Dracania, but again, like Dick pipes up from the corner of the room. It's like, yeah, you can watch it in your own leisure when you have time. I'm sure Nicola had a very interesting night, didn't you, Nicola? Dick just pointedly looks at me.
At that, all of my attention shifts over to Nicola, like, wait, what?
The whole room just goes.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I would like to state that Nicola doesn't drink alcohol that is colored. Therefore, do we have any ambiguous transparent liquid that is alcoholic
Probably
in
have
nature?
vodka somewhere, right?
Pineapple Bacardi is clear.
Yeah, but you added things to it, so it doesn't count.
There's probably
Vodka whiskey is clear as fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, whatever. I figured. Yes. Anyway, so I'm hanging out with my glass of vodka, and yeah, I'm not really responding because was that the host who asked me like
No.
what I did? Okay, well, he kind of shrugs and he's like, huh, whatever I did was not necessarily something of note, I would assume, compared to everything else that has been going on lately with the others.
You heard things?
That wasn't. Oh, but that wasn't the question, was it? Now, Nicola, I asked if you saw anything interesting, not if you did anything interesting. We all know what you did, but if you saw anything interesting, would you like to share with the class?
Well, I wouldn't exactly call the view from my window extremely interesting. Maybe if I switched rooms, that might be a solution, but no, not necessarily. I haven't seen anything particularly interesting.
We went on a nice little midnight walk, though.
Did I?
Dick's gonna pull out a monitor. Or
He's
just like
gonna
flip
pull
one.
out. I'm sorry.
And it's just like
The
it's
receipts.
clips of you going around the mansion.
They have footage of me, incriminating footage.
Yeah.
Nicola, I wouldn't have
Welcome.
taken you for a liar.
Well, not
Snoop.
necessarily.
Unless, of course, something
Omission
she
of
told you to
information is
keep
still a
quiet.
lie.
Maybe you saw something you weren't supposed to.
I glance at Trevor. I think we have things to talk about, honestly, because we haven't really had an interaction, and he's been kind of sus. So
This isn't Among Us, Nicola.
I didn't say that. I did not say that. I was just thinking that. Anyway. But yeah, we should play Among Us. I think that should be our next challenge.
So
It's very
fun.
fitting. Anyway, yeah. So I guess I'm not really responding to the accusations, as always.
Seeing that Nicola's kind of, just like shifting the topic every time, can I use my skill gossip and try to get the info out of Dick?
Yes.
Oh.
I kind of just like, while
Roll
everyone's mingling, I take like a sidestep and I just go, so, it would be quite interesting, especially for ratings, if we could perhaps know what Nicola saw. I wonder what we could do with that information, and who I could share that with. Would be very interesting if there's any parties involved. And I will roll. Oh! That's a 12?
So 12? Okay.
Some hacks. What is this?
Gossip is a skill for me.
Dick tells you that Nicola, went around. Definitely, definitely peeked into a few rooms. Dick doesn't tell you which rooms. Just says that Nicola did peek into some rooms, had some conversations, and then is going to tell you that Nicola and Spike had a conversation.
Okay. I kind of like, smile at the information, thank him. I turn around, pour a glass of champagne, and go bring it to Victoria, and immediately kind of get close and like start to share what I just learned.
Yeah, we like go sit down on like one of the sofas in the room and like debrief.
Wow. And like just like in a whisper, like, we know where two of the individuals were. We know that Trukania was most likely asleep. I do tend to believe her on that. That only leaves two other people.
I didn't make a big scene when I went for my walk. And then I just stopped talking.
Ooh!
I kind of like smile at that and just like continue taking a sip. And I just go, well, those are the two people I haven't clear. I know where you were, I know where I was.
Why is this Among Us? Guys, what?
It's called gossip, P.
Not gossip when you're like, the imposter! I knew I saw Dracania. She was in storage. And I knew you and
Exactly. So
were
what
in
you're saying is
O2.
we should play it.
That doesn't make sense if this person was a navigation girl. Bye.
I did get some nice reading done this afternoon as well. And Victoria places her hand on Trevor's knee.
Kind of sees that and kind of puts a hand on top of her head and just goes, "Well, I'm glad you could find the time."
Jacane watching all of this, by the way.
Yeah,
Same.
Viciously writing fanfic on the side.
There's a shot of Dracania just watching this and just downing the drinks. And then it's gonna cut over to the wonderful air hockey game between Spike and Lorelai. I want both of you to roll a flat 2d6.
Flat 2d6.
I want to see who wins.
Also, before we cut back, I think it would go to Lorelai confessional.
Oh, absolutely. Go for it.
Right. So Lorelai is just again. Where's my goddamn cigarette? Oh, there we go. The aperitif was quite spicy. I thought he'd be a little blander, but clearly, in proven the situation, he turned out to be rather sinfully sweet. But now it's time for the main course. I wait to see what he brings to the table.
Hey, yo!
To me,
I'm gonna cut to Junius's and the producer is gonna tell word for word what Lorelai just said about word for word.
Oh, what is this?
We're gonna be
Yo!
it's gonna be
Stir the pot!
So it's gonna be,
God damn.
so this is what Lorelai said and just repeats the entire thing. What do you have to say about it?
Oh, what hacks? Busted. This game is rigged.
I mean, we're all here for one specific thing, so it is what it is. It was a fun time.
What are you here for, Junius?
Isn't it obvious? To win.
Oh. Is that something you've done a lot in life?
I don't lose. Well, I don't lose a lot. Let me change that.
Cut to last night footage.
I don't lose.
Dracania as if.
I don't lose a lot, and I like to win, but no, I would like a companion that I could, I don't know, spend the rest of my life with. Be a very long life with. Ups and downs of that.
And it's gonna cut and it's gonna come back to the game. Please roll your flat 2d6s.
I got a 10.
That was an 8 for me.
Spike wins.
I'd like to think that what we rolled is our score, and every time one person hits a point, they ask a question. That could be the date. How to get to know each other.
Ooh, yes. Yeah, that would work. I'm just gonna say in general, you do win. And every point you get, you get to ask a question. The only thing I'm gonna kind of be like, oh, this is not your scores.
Okay,
I'm too much of an air hockey nerd that I know what the final score, the top score is.
I think it's a 7.
Was this considered a challenge?
It's not considered a challenge.
It's not a challenge. Okay, then it's cool.
It does give each of you chances to ask questions. Okay. I'm gonna say, Spike, you ask the first question.
Okay. I would like to know the thing with Nicola. He heard coughing noises and stuff, right? Would that have been caught on camera, the noises, or would we have access to that?
You would not have had access to it.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. So I am curious about your many businesses. I heard that you are an entrepreneur, and I noticed you have more than one producer in your back pocket. So, like, what's the vibe? What drives someone to be that ambitious? It's very attractive quality, not gonna lie, but I'm just curious because I don't have that kind of drive personally, but I do like seeing people achieve the things they want to.
Hearing the question, Lorelai would have had a smile on her face, and then I think a nod as well to making that point. And she would have, bent down a little low to get the puck under her, the thing, and given a nice, generous little window in that moment itself, and arced back up. Well, Mr. Spark, I do have a number of businesses, that is true. And I cater to a number of tastes and requirements of different people. Which is, in fact, why you are not the first vampire that I've met, actually. And to give you an example of one of the businesses that I do, given that you've won our little game, which was done very well, by the way, I did have something planned as a gift for you. And she is going to kind of snap the fingers and beckon the producer that she has in her pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Good job on noticing that, by the way. Usually, if it was Misha or Vladvi, one of my better boys, that would not have been as apparent. But given what I have to work with here, just giving the most condescending look to the production chap, he'll just take the little box that he gives her and just shoo, and turns back to Spike, and just it's a little freezer box. Why don't you just open that up, Mr. Spike? You'll have a better idea of what some of my abilities. And she will present this freezer box to you.
We're gonna cut to a Spike confessional, and
Yeah, go
he's
for it.
just hyperventilating. Oh fuck! Is that a stake? Is it gonna stake me? Or is it a bomb? Is it a bomb of holy water? I don't fucking know what's in there. God damn it! What have you done to me, Dick? Then it just cuts. And he's gonna gingerly open the box, still maintaining eye contact with Lorelai before opening it and looking down.
As Spike opens it, it is the outside is a very utilitarian freezer box, but on the inside it is velvet purple cloth on which rests a blood bag. And on top of the blood bag, you'll see RHBH positive. And it's I cater to a number of vampires who have exotic tastes as far as blood goes. And I know that this might be mercantile, but in the spirit of things, since I have bought you a pack of Bombay blood, which is amongst the rarest of the blood types, in fact, the rarest blood type, I was not entirely sure of your inclinations, but just to make sure, I've got one bag for you and one bag for this little boy in Seattle who needs it. So if you accept it, so will he get the blood that he needs. There's a smile on her face.
I'm confused. Why? What? You want me to accept the gift so you can give the blood to a kid who needs it? Why not just give the kid blood bags?
Now, see, that was a little test of mine, and that you passed properly. And she will smile and close back the back box. I just wanted to know what kind of vampire you are, Mr. Spike.
What?
Given how my life has been going, I have encountered a number of them who are a little too self-serving and not open to sharing. But clearly you have other priorities other than just having some fancy blood. And though I cater to these types, I'm not fond of them. I prefer people who like people. So it's good to know that you have other concerns than just yourself. And she will snap the fingers and, like, bring the producer back, hand that back to Misha, and get me some cranberry juice. I think we need to cool down a little bit after all that exercise. Wouldn't you agree, Mrs. Spike? Turns and gives her the silent eyes.
Spike's gonna unbutton a couple of his buttons on his shirt, and just, I am very confused about your methods, but it's also kind of hard. It's like I am double confused, but also, like, for future reference, giving me a bag of premium blood is like giving someone who's never had wine a $5,000 bottle of wine. It'll taste exactly the same to them. Like, I don't really, like, it's not. Sure, I am I am a vampire, and he does that in double quotes. But drinking blood is not the be all end all of who I am. So I'm glad that's out.
She will smile, and this time she will, like, walk up to your space and just gently put your hand higher up on the chest. Like, the first hand placement would have been here. The second hand placement would have been about here at this point. And she just kind of leans in into, like, now for mutual future reference. And I'm glad that you said that there is a future here. Looks up, looks down, looks up. I'm glad. And just so you know, given that you're confused, that's not a bad thing, darling. That just means that you have space to learn from me. And will pat your cheek and keep it there.
He's gonna turn his head to the side a little bit and just breathe in, and he can, being vampire, he can smell the pheromones. Plus, he can hear your pulse right next to his well, almost right next to his ear. So just close his eyes and just breathe in. God damn it.
A steady, even pace. It's not a. It's a.
Is she dying? That's a terrible heartbreak.
No, I just. It's a even pace. It's an even pace. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm not good at heart sounds.
Oh goodness.
If Spike had a heartbeat, it would be racing a mile a minute. And he's very impressed that Lorelai has managed to keep her steady. And you see, he opens his eyes and bares his teeth closer to your hand before taking a step back. All right, I think we're going to save the biting for off camera. Anyway, Reese's
proprietary and a gentleman. How delightful.
Yeah, I don't want my badass on camera. Thank you, Junius.
I'm gonna cut from the date. Back to downtime. Oh my goodness.
How are we supposed to follow that?
Yeah, so we were gossiping and bitching about people here on this.
Katie was just crocheting and she was downing drinks. That's all she was doing.
Junius is making the drinks. Is just
Kenny lost count of the stitches and is just making God knows what.
Pretty much. It started as a handkerchief and now it's just going.
Is Nicola still here? And I turn to look around. Where is our resident wallflower?
At the usual place, which is the wall, probably. Obviously, I had to get up to answer this question because I just collapsed from the previous scene.
Do we think this mansion has any secret rooms? I say to the group.
Oh, it has to, right?
I mean,
Spike
probably.
did say that there are a lot of secrets in this house. Secrets he doesn't know himself.
What do you say we try and find some?
Sure, why not? That sounds like a great idea.
You?
No.
Okay.
Great!
Do you want some water? Perhaps a seat?
Probably.
Do you want to sober up?
Jack some water.
Genius, you're not supposed to overserve people.
I'm so nice that he just kept doing. It's my fault. Don't worry.
Actually, I'm sorry. I'm used to rugby players being able to drink. Well, I'm a bad habit for. Anyway, I can help sober you up.
I was across the room and heard her say she doesn't drink normally. Obviously, her tolerance would be way down.
I you know what? I was distracted.
8 empty glasses in front of her.
I was distracted by the two of you gossiping.
Tricadia's just gonna be looking at the corner, going,
Yeah. Okay. Let's try to fix this. I think Julius is gonna just whip up together something that's just it's disgusting, but it works. It's a couple of raw eggs in there, a little splash of vodka, some God, what is that?
Tabasco.
The
Tabasco.
hot, it's Tabasco and the cayenne pepper seasoning. Yeah, it's gonna put some of that in there. Just hey, just down this.
Okay.
It'll help.
This is disgusting.
It'll help clear the whole head up a little bit better.
No, it just makes my tummy hurt.
Oh.
I tried. That usually works.
Anyway, you're talking about secret tunnels. Secret tunnels. We're just gonna go with it.
While this was happening, could we have just left the room?
Absolutely, yeah. Go for it.
Yes.
Can I also leave the room, by the way?
You leave the room, and you leave Junius, Dracania, and Nicola in the room, and as you
Nicola
leave
left.
Yeah, I wanted to go with them actually.
Oh, all right.
Oh wait,
Unless
I want to
it's
come.
an
I want to
exclusive
come too.
event.
No, you guys were having a thing, and in that they left. So they leave, and as you guys leave, you hear in the background, from that room, secret tunnel. It's just a song.
The verbatim song being played.
Where did they go?
I would immediately start to but also start looking for, secret passages or rooms we aren't supposed to go in or places where potentially there might not be any cameras.
There are cameras everywhere.
Yeah, Spike's room or the beach, stuff like that.
I'm gonna say, you guys, you know what? Why don't all three of you make a 2d6? Flat 2d6.
Question: does theft apply to this?
Are you looking for something to steal?
No, but I am skulking. Fine.
Good hustle. Good hustle.
Hey, man, if you don't ask, then why you it? Right?
Yeah.
8.
I also got an 8.
I
Not
got
the best.
5, but I have a +2 for knack for finding things, so maybe it's useful.
Oh.
You know what? Yeah, I would say that
So
bumps.
that's 7
We're
total.
trying to find something secretive. Unfortunately, question mark. Hold on. Yeah, unfortunately, you guys don't find anything on the floor that you're on right now,
Which is the main floor?
which is the main floor. I'm gonna say, this is where tonight kind of wraps up. But before we go, I forgot that I forgot to have Spike give out bonus points during the challenge. So Spike, you have 3 bonus points to give. However you want to distribute them, DM me, and yeah, first you do that. Then we'll get to the rest of the stuff. And yes, I will do a point check-in.
Yes, because we're halfway
Oh, my.
now.
Oh.
I feel like I am not doing well.
Same.
You have Trevor. You're doing amazing.
Yeah, we're winning a different game.
Regardless of the show's outcome, we're winning.
All right.
Literally.
Yes.
So just to clarify, Lorelai's date with Spike is not over just yet, right?
It kind of is.
Oh, okay. So then I would have wanted to close it off.
Yeah, she didn't get to ask me a question, so I don't think it's over.
Right.
We can finish it next week.
We'll continue next in the first bit of next week then. And also during this, actually no, it's not over yet. All right. So as the points stand right now, oh wow, Nicola is in the lead.
Ooh.
Closely followed by Dracania.
Let's go.
And then that is followed by Trevor, and then we have a tie between Lorelai and Junius, and Victoria is coming in
I love
last.
that the showstopper is last.
Fuck.
You had other priorities. It's fine, baby girl.
As long as I get my airtime, I'm fine. You know.
See, that's fine.
Yes. Right, and that's it for this week's I Want Your Bite session. I hope you had fun.
I'm so sad that there's only 4 episodes of this.
Right?
So fun.
Shows like this run for a month.
I mean, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a heads up. Next week's episode is very beach heavy. It is the beach episode.
The beach episode.
It is the beach episode.
Every weeb here is innately prepared for a beach episode.
But yeah, that's it, guys. See you guys next week. I'll have everyone reintroduce themselves and plug anything they want to plug. Going the opposite direction, starting with Tanfighter.
Hello. I am Danfighter. I have been playing Trevor here, but Otherwise, I can be found as StanFighter117 on Twitter and Instagram, and I like to do voices, some nice, some annoying, and I like doing actual plays, some TTRPG writing, stuff like that. If you need any of that stuff, you know where to find me.
All right, Victor.
Well, it is nice to not go last. Anyway, yeah, it's been interesting today. Definitely, things have certainly escalated in an interesting direction. Not for me, because I've been kind of away from the spotlight, but it's nice. So yeah, you can find me on Twitter. I'm sure the links will be in chat in a bit. And yeah, things are going according to plan, I suppose, when it comes to my point values. I wouldn't want to jinx it, but yeah, it's looking good for me.
All right, BJ.
Yeah, hey everybody, I'm VJ. I'm VJ's Creations all over the internet. I run pro games. I make TTRPG games. And you can catch me like every other Wednesday on Starlight Tales, being gay, and on Saturdays on Total Party Kiss, being gay, and broody, and sad.
All right, Steve.
Hello, hi, I am Steve the Vampire, and the dude who's here more often than I would like to be. Because, whatever. Creator of Pantsless Tables, the thing that you're watching this on, whether it's YouTube or whatever else. Just very excited to be able to do this as much as I can. And yeah, you can find me here or on Twitter, SteveH4815. Because who doesn't like Lost, right? Yeah. Anyway, that's me.
We'll go with Nikki next.
Hi, I'm Mickey. I've been playing Dracania. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Michaeli Ringle. On YouTube, I am Mickey Dragon, and I'm just having a blast. I'll see you next week.
Victoria.
Is that me? Sorry, I couldn't hear. Oh, it is me. Hi, it's me. I played Victoria Davis. You can find me at Charlene Bear on all social media and on Twitch at Tabletop Titties, spelled with double D's, for all of your queer and feminist TTRPG needs.
And last but not least, Adi.
Oh, I'm certainly not least, darling. I was playing Lorelei Devlin, and I'm RDMK, and yeah, this was a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm go by Noonlight Creations on Instagram, and I'm audiobooks on the old YouTube. Yeah, I'm also a TTRPG player. Oh wow! This is the first time I'm actually mentioning it, just to be fair. But yeah, I love playing, and now this is honestly my first experience with like any sort of reality TV, and I'm like, have I been missing things? Like, but like let's see what goes. And let me just say that on top of the table. This is a different scene, but in the game, Lorelai is just so happy. She's just like, hey, I got a place above Victoria, and that's
Also, I don't know if P is even here anymore, but she forgot to plug herself again. So you can find her at the Agent P on Twitter, or she does a lot of crochet stuff at So Strange on Instagram. Hit her up; she makes a lot of really cool shit.
I'm here. Hello.
Yes, you forgot to plug yourself again, so I was doing it.
Just in time.
Hello, everyone. I'm Agent P. You can find me on Instagram at the.agent.p or on Twitter at theagentp_. You can catch me on the Misadventures League channel. Actually, not this month, but due to scheduling, it'll be in early May, for our finale of the Kids on Brooms AP that we're doing. And yeah, thank you for joining us this week.
So
Bye. Bye.
Bye.